have to be in sync with one another. Now, first off, a party hop is an energetic choreography that's done either in a line or a formation. There's lots of energetic moves, and the feet leaves the ground quite often. And there's also even a percussive element that's added sometimes to hops. Sometimes when you have members that party hop, they'll stomp the hops out loud. So with the movements, you'll be able to hear a rhythm as they stomp. Whereas you have a stroll, which is a more laid-back version of a party hop. It's really more dancing, and the feet doesn't leave the ground as much versus a party hop. Both hops and strolls can be seen in various places, such as competitions, probate shows, events on college campuses, parties, and wedding receptions. And I have an example from Howard University, which is a Greek unit. There's going to be a Greek unity stroll. You have everybody strolling and hopping. Now, African tribes have traditional dances that look similar a lot like party hops and strolls. These traditional dances are done for various sacred and celebratory events and occasions, whether it's in a circle, a straight line, or a formation. These traditional dances, like hops or strolls, can be performed at different events, such as a rite of passage ceremonies, weddings, funerals, and some have evolved even from the days of the tribal warfare between the different tribes in Africa. Now, one of them that reminds me of a stroll is a dance called the Tashikana. It is a male dance amongst the Vende tribe that we discussed earlier. This dance is led by the tribal chief, and every man that is in line has a bamboo stick that he's blowing into, but it only plays one note, so everybody plays their bamboo stick at a different time to create a melody. And I have this example here for you to show of the Tashikana dance. Like I said, every man in line has a bamboo stick, so that's the melody that you hear playing. Now, the dance that most reminds me of a party hop is the labala of the Acholi tribe. Now, the way this dance is done, you have the women walking around in a circle around a drum set, and the men on the outside hopping. Now, equivalent to a party hop, remember we discussed that sometimes the party hops can have percussive elements added when they're stomping. The same thing with the men in the labala dance, but instead of stomping, the men wear bells around their ankles. So when they're dancing, you can hear the rhythm of the bells going as they're dancing. And here's that example for you. This is what resembles a party hop. The stepping is a unique dance tradition that was created by the Divine Nine, or NPAC. In stepping, the body is used as an instrument to create intricate rhythms and sounds through a combination of stomping, clapping, and spoken words. It began with fraternities singing on the yard. They eventually grew to dancing, and from there, the stepping. Now, the white fraternities started the singing tradition, but as the black fraternities began to sing, they would add dance steps to their songs. It hasn't been recorded which one organization started stepping, but we do know that Phi Beta Sigma and Omega Psi Phi were the two fraternities to begin stepping. Now, what happened was when they were singing, the fraternities were singing doo-wop style songs such as the Temptations and the Four Tops, and the dancing that they began to do, it would mimic the dance steps of these groups that they were mimicking. Now, the fraternities would try to come up with the best dance steps to please the ladies, because if you got the evidently, if you got the ladies, then you would get the more recruits for the following semester. Sororities didn't begin to step until around the late 1960s or early 1970s. It was at this point where the stepping began to flourish with the addition of African ritual dancing, with cheerleading, tap dancing, and gymnastics. Over the years, stepping evolved, becoming a very demanding sports-like activity with adding props, dramas, and other elements. And since the creation of stepping, stepping has went out further than just the NPAC. You have now churches that have step teams, recreational step teams in neighborhoods and grade schools that form step teams. And I found a good example of a unity step I want to play for you so everybody can see everyone stepping.